The Black Sea has witnessed some of the fiercest battles in the Russia-Ukraine conflict. From drone swarms and naval standoffs to stealth sabotage. But in June 2025, a new chapter unfolded. One that caught the world's attention. In a precision strike that Cold War echoes, Russia launched a Mach 4 Kh-22 cruise missile from a Tu-22M3 backfire-C bomber, targeting not a warship, not a base, but a Ukrainian offshore rig. Why did Russia treat an oil platform like an aircraft carrier? And what secrets did Ukraine hide on Tavrida? Let's break it all down. From high over Russian territory, on June 10th, a Tu-22M3 bomber took off carrying one of the deadliest weapons in Russia's arsenal, the Kh-22 supersonic cruise missile. Originally built to sink American aircraft carriers, this beast was now headed for a stationary rig in the Black Sea. The Tavrida self-elevating drilling platform wasn't just another piece of aging energy infrastructure. Since the start of the war, Ukraine had transformed it into a hidden jewel of its Black Sea operations, a floating intelligence and drone coordination base disguised as a civilian rig. Stationed far from the front lines, Tavrida quietly hosted electronic intelligence stations, radar surveillance equipment, and guidance relays for Ukraine's unmanned surface vehicles, the very sea drones that had been harassing Russian warships for months. Seconds turned to silence, then impact. Ukrainian sources and satellite imagery confirmed the hit. Tavrida was obliterated. Flames erupted. The structure was torn apart, and the once secret nerve center of Ukraine's maritime surveillance efforts was gone. The symbolic message? Crystal clear. Russia was now willing to hit high-value offshore installations with strategic force, no longer limiting its response to land targets or naval engagements. The Tavrida strike wasn't just an attack. It was a declaration. This wasn't a drone or artillery hit. It was a calculated, high-speed surgical strike using a missile capable of evading nearly any defense system. For Ukraine, it was a punch to the gut. For Russia, it was revenge, wrapped in a Mach 4 warhead. The delivery system behind this dramatic strike is just as significant as the target. The Tu-22M3 backfire-C is no ordinary bomber. Built during the Cold War to pierce enemy defenses and strike high-value sea and land targets, this aircraft blends speed, altitude, and flexibility. It's powered by two NK-25 turbofan engines that generate massive thrust, propelling the bomber to speeds over 2,000 kilometers per hour, or Mach 2.0, at high altitudes. With a ceiling of over 13,000 meters and a payload capacity reaching 24,000 kilograms, this aircraft remains a vital tool in Russia's long-range arsenal. But what truly defines this strike is the missile it carried, the Kh-22, known by NATO as the AS-4 Kitchen. This missile isn't new. Born in the 1960s and refined across decades, the Kh-22 was designed to defeat American carrier groups. And now, it's found new life in modern war. It's a supersonic cruise missile powered by a liquid-fuel rocket engine, capable of reaching speeds up to Mach 4.6, around 5,600 kilometers per hour. At launch, the missile can climb to 27,000 meters, almost triple the cruising altitude of a commercial airliner, before nosediving at blistering speed onto its target. That steep descent makes it incredibly hard to intercept, especially for platforms like Tavrida that lacked layered defenses. The Kh-22 comes with a devastating 1,000-kilogram warhead, either high explosive or nuclear capable, making it effective not just against ships, but hardened land targets too. Its guidance system combines inertial navigation with terminal active radar homing, giving it pinpoint accuracy, often within 30 to 100 meters of its aim point. This strike demonstrated the enduring power of Soviet-era weaponry adapted for modern hybrid warfare. Using the Tu-22M3 as a launch platform allowed Russia to hit the rig from a safe distance, staying outside the reach of Ukrainian air defenses while delivering a payload that was virtually impossible to stop. What's more, the Tu-22M3 isn't limited to just the Kh-22. Its modernized variants can carry up to 4 Kh-101 cruise missiles, stealthy, subsonic weapons with ranges up to 5,500 kilometers. The Kh-101 is better suited for precision land strikes due to its accuracy and radar evasion, but the Kh-22 wins hands down in raw speed and shock value. In this mission, Russia wanted speed, fear, and spectacle. The Kh-22 was the perfect tool. On paper, this was just one missile hitting one rig. But in military terms, it's a shift in doctrine. By choosing to attack a fixed offshore installation with a bomber-launched carrier-killer missile, Russia signaled it is willing to expand the conflict into unconventional zones, including civilian infrastructure repurposed for war. It also demonstrates how older Soviet weapons can still play dominant roles when combined with modern tactics. The Kh-22 might be decades old, but in the hands of the Tu-22M3 and applied against soft, undefended targets, it becomes a terrifyingly effective asset. Beyond the direct impact, the Tavrida strike served as psychological warfare, by which Russia was effectively telling Ukraine that they knew where their attention was focused, how they coordinated their drones, and that they could eliminate those tools at any given moment. This message extends beyond Kyiv. To NATO, the message is strategic. Russia can still control key maritime zones, and it can do so by pairing Cold War-era weapons with modern mission profiles. So what will come next in the battle for the Black Sea? And will Ukraine rebuild its maritime intelligence capabilities? Or will more Tavrida-type sites face the same fate? That's all for today. Thanks for watching.